In this video, we are going to talk about how to improve your typing skills. Hi there Ninja! Welcome back to my channel. This is Rhea once again and you're still watching Call Center Ninja. I share real stories and tips to help you begin, enjoy, and survive your call center lifestyle. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing by clicking the red subscribe button down below. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. So I thought of making this video because I've read a couple of comments previously in some of my YouTube videos that some of you did not pass your typing test or typing assessment, but actually this part of your application is one of the easiest things that you can master. You don't have to be very proficient in typing, but you do have to reach the average words per minute in order for you to pass your assessment. The average WPM or words per minute that you can aim for is 40. But if you can do more than that, it's even better. So aim to get 40 to 50. If you get 40 words per minute and above, or 50 to 55, then that is better. But in this case, you just have to make sure that you master your typing speed as well as your typing accuracy. So how do you do that? The best way to improve your typing speed and accuracy is really through practice and practice. Because even though you read several books about typing, it doesn't matter, it doesn't make sense if you haven't really put that into application. Tip number one is to practice the proper sitting posture when typing. So that means that when you are typing, you have to sit properly and your arms and your wrists are also in their proper position, because when you slouch or when you put your weight on your wrist when you're typing, then you will not be able to type properly and you will not be able to maximize your typing speed.
Sit straight and remember to keep your back straight. Face the screen with your head slightly tilted forward. Keep at least 45 to 70 centimeters of distance between your eyes and the screen. Expose the shoulder, arm, and wrist muscles to the least possible strain. The wrists can touch the tabletop in front of the keyboard, but never shift your body weight to the wrists by resting on them. I actually did not measure the 45 to 70 centimeters of distance, but you know what I mean.
And I know that sometimes we get lazy and we get tired when we do our job, but at least when you are applying, make sure that you are sitting properly, or you are maximizing the space when you are typing or taking the assessment. Tip number two is to imagine the keyboard, master how it looks, and get used to it. All keyboards pretty much look the same, so you'll never go wrong by just mastering where the letters are, where the punctuation marks are, or all the symbols are. When you look at your keyboard, there are actually home keys where your fingers should rest. So if you see, it's ASDF and then JKL and the colon sign. So you will know because for most of the keyboards, there are indicators as to where your fingers should rest. In most cases, you will never get to remember that, especially if you are already applying for a call center job and you don't really have enough time to practice anymore. But at least be aware that your fingers should rest on top of those home keys so that you will get familiar with, how to move your fingers here and there. And then each finger actually has a letter assignment on the keyboard, but then again, you won't have enough time to memorize that or to even master that part. as of this point when you are already applying. So even though you don't really get to use each finger for each letter or the letter that is assigned to each finger, it's okay. The most important thing is that you are comfortable with using your fingers when using the keyboard. Tip number 3 is to practice touch typing, or do not look at the keyboard when you are typing. When I was in high school, one of our activities in our computer class was to type a paragraph for one of our assessments back in high school, and our computer teacher would cover our fingers with a folder so that we don't see the keypad or the keyboard, and sometimes he would also turn off the screen so that when we were typing, we wouldn't see what we were typing at all, and we would get used to typing without looking at the keyboard, or even typing without looking at the screen. But that is quite complicated at first. As I've said, you'll only get used to it when you practice or when you get accustomed to the different letters on the keyboard. So start practicing that. Cover your fingers when you're typing, or do not be tempted to look at the keyboard when you are typing. So try to feel each letter. And again, in relation to number 3, when you imagine how the keyboard looks like, you will get used to touch typing or typing without looking at the keyboard at all. It results to faster typing speed because you don't always have to look at the keyboard when you are typing. You just have to focus on the paragraph on your screen. Tip number 4 is to take it easy at first when you are practicing. Remember that you will be rated basically based on your typing speed and accuracy as well. So it doesn't make sense if you type really fast but you have so many mistakes after that. So take it easy at first. Again, master the keyboard, and do not be guilty when you keep on using the backspace or delete button on the keyboard, because again, you're still practicing. So speed will follow if you have also already practiced how to type accurately using the keyboard. And when you're looking at your screen at what you're typing, try to look at and focus at the words, and do not be distracted by anything. And tip number 5, last but not the least, take practice typing tests online. There are so many of them that are free. You can just Google free typing tests online. Choose those typing tests that have a variety of texts, paragraphs, statements, so you can practice. And you can even practice using different websites. So which one is best for you or which one you're more comfortable with, but do not settle on your comfort zone. Try to practice using the difficult texts as well and using the difficult paragraphs so that you'll get used to it. And of course, I'd assume that you would already get to practice your typing speed or typing skill before you apply for a call center job, because you also need to exercise those fingers. When you get to a typing test right away, even without practicing, then most likely you'll really stumble and you'll really fail it if you're not even used to typing at all, because again, you have to exercise those fingers. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of websites where I usually do a typing test.
So this is the website where I tested my typing speed. It's called Ratatype. Ratatype.com. You just have to search that on Google. And then it says it will teach you to type faster with a typing tutor. Then you can take a typing tutor, there's a typing test, and you can even see your high scores, or you can log in to see your results. Or if you want to continue using this website for long, you can just log in or sign up. So what I did was to try the free typing tests. So this is what I've shown you earlier, the keyboard letter assignments. It's color coded, so each finger has its own letter assignment, and you just need to type this line. Type me to find out how many words per minute you can type. So I tried this. The first time I tried it, I got 90 words per minute. It's pretty high, but this test that I'm doing right now, I actually got a lower score. So you'll know that it really depends on several factors, or probably the environment, or I don't know, it depends. So I'm going to try this right now and see and show you what my score is. There. So after a few seconds, it shows you your score. It says, impressive, your typing speed is 85 words per minute. And then I also tried another free online typing test. It's speedtypingonline.com. So it has a timer for 1 minute. The first paragraph was actually a little bit difficult, and I only got about 57 words per minute for the speed. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but I'm pretty sure that you've seen this before. So it kind of looks like this. If this is something that you want to practice, and you can also try it. Again, there are so many varieties of typing speed tests. This one is what I usually experience. This one is what I usually get to try when I apply this kind of typing test, because I guess it's longer and it measures your typing speed a lot more accurately because there's a timer. Probably it's something like that. So if you see at the end of this test, I only got 57 words per minute. There. Is there a lot of... Yeah, so my speed was 57 words per minute and accuracy was 94.1%. So you will see the correct entries, incorrect entries, whether I fixed some mistakes, total entries, and everything.
Even though I'm pretty much confident with my typing skills, typing speed, and accuracy because I've been typing all my life, there are still times when my scores really vary. Sometimes I get a low score, sometimes I get a high score. So it depends on the environment. Probably it depends on, again, my sitting posture, like what I mentioned on the first tip.
So I tried to repeat the test and see if there's a difference. It's the same set of text, same time, 1 minute, and I will just fast forward. So the first one that I took was 57, only 57, but when I repeated this test, it's 80 words per minute. My accuracy is 95.2%. So you really know that with constant practice, you will improve your typing speed.
And that's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this content, please don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't, and please also like or follow my Facebook page. Just search for Call Center Ninja. The link is down in the description below. And that's it. Don't forget, I